So passion. What is passion? What does passion mean to you? Anybody?
Something you get excited about, you're enthused to do.
Thank you, thank you. So the dictionary defines passion as a barely controllable emotion. But the definition that I like better is passion is ambition that is materialized into action to put as much heart, mind, body, and soul into something as is possible. I believe that passion is the greatest virtue, the greatest asset that we as human beings possess. See, it's great to have intelligence, it's great to have skill, it's great to have talent, but when you set forth a goal that is worthwhile, a goal or an achievement, I can guarantee you that you're going to experience setbacks, hurdles, obstacles along the way of reaching your goal. And it's not the intelligence that pushes you through, it's not the skill, it's not the talent. What it is the passion that you have for achieving your goal that pushes you through to the end. Thomas Edison is credited with inventing the light bulb. Now it's said that he tried over 1,000 different ways to invent the light bulb. That's 1,000 setbacks, 1,000 obstacles. It wasn't his intelligence that pushed him through. It wasn't his skill, it wasn't his talent. It was the passion that he has for inventing the light bulb that pushed him through to the end. I have a friend, he's more like a brother to me, but he's a professional mixed martial arts fighter. Now, he's a very skilled fighter and he's a very talented fighter, but he's also very passionate about reaching his goal of being the best mixed martial arts fighter that he can be. A few weeks ago, we flew to Houston so he could fight in an event out there. And unfortunately, that night just wasn't his night, and he ended up losing. Now, when I sat in the back room with him and watched the tears stream down his face, that's passion. That's passion that he has for what he's doing. But more importantly, when we got back home, he took 1 week off. He took 1 week to rest his head, get his mind right, get refocused, and then he was right back in the gym, exactly a week later from experiencing that loss. Here again, it wasn't the skill that he has, it wasn't the talent that he has that put him back in the gym a week later. It's the passion that he has for achieving his goal of becoming the best mixed martial arts fighter that he can possibly be. And I absolutely believe that he will achieve his goal. I have a great deal of respect for the man. The problem that I see most with society today is so many people living their lives with no passion, passionless, just existing, just living each day. Out here in front of us, there's hundreds of people walking around. I bet that we could go out there in a matter of seconds, point out someone who visibly has no passion. Here it's noontime, so many people probably on their lunch break, just waiting for the lunch break to be over so they can go back to work, so they can wait for their work to be over so they can go home to watch TV, so they can wait for the evening to come to an end so they can go to bed, to wake up tomorrow to do it all over again. And it's very sad. See, the thing, we must all have passion with our lives, because I believe that every person is born with a purpose. And if you have no passion, then I can guarantee you, you will never realize, you will never achieve your purpose in life. And also the great thing about passion is contagious. When you're a passionate person, the people around you benefit from that. If you're passionate about your work, your coworkers, they see that. It makes them want to be more passionate about their work. If you're passionate about raising your children not only benefit greatly from that, but they see that in you, and it teaches them to be more passionate with what they do in their lives. Passion is the greatest virtue that we have as human beings. And we must become more passionate as individuals and as a society. Now, you might be listening to me and saying, all right, Kevin, yeah, you're right. I've lost my passion. But here's the thing. I'm not going to be able to become more passionate about my current life. Maybe it's a job that you hate and it takes up 40, 50, 60 hours of your week. Or a relationship that you're in that you're just not passionate about. What do I do? Where do I start? Well, first thing you need to do is you need to set a goal to get yourself the hell out of the situation that you're currently in and into a situation that you're more passionate about. But what you can do today to start is, if you can't be passionate about what you do, be passionate about the discipline that you put into what you do. Be passionate about the effort that you put into what you do. See, currently I'm a real estate agent. Now, if you would have asked me when I was a kid, Kevin, what do you want to be when you grow up? I promise you, real estate agent would not have been my answer. You could have asked me that 3 years ago, real estate agent still wouldn't have been my answer. But what happened was, about 1.5 years ago, I was at a point where I wanted to challenge myself. I had just recently challenged myself physically, and now I wanted to challenge myself intellectually. And I heard that the real estate exam, I'm sure you can agree this, that the real estate exam is a very tough exam to pass. I said, you know what, that's me. I want that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pass that exam. I became very passionate about my goal of passing the real estate exam. Now, as soon as I started to study to pass the real estate exam, I quickly realized that what I needed to learn in order to pass, I didn't care about. I was not passionate about at all. I mean, let's be honest. You know, encumbrances, property liens, eminent domain, who really cares, you know? So what I did is I told myself, I said, Kevin, if you can't be passionate about what you're learning, be passionate about the discipline that you put into what you're learning. Be passionate about the effort that you set forth in order to reach your ultimate goal of passing this exam. And so you can ask anybody who knew me at the time I was in my life, 5 weeks I spent. The course was only 3 weeks long, but I went at it for 5. Every day, Monday through Friday, 8 to 2 o'clock, I was at class. I go to the gym for an hour to rest my head, and I come back home and I hit the books. I was highlighting stuff, note cards, the whole thing. I was passionate about the discipline that I put into learning what I needed to learn in order to pass this test. And I passed it. And now I'm a real estate agent, and here again, I'll be honest with you, there's many parts about being a real estate agent that I do not like, but I'm passionate about the discipline that I put in to being the best real estate agent that I can be. See, the fact is in life, you're always gonna have to do things that you don't like. I mean, a perfect world would be like, yeah, every second of my life I can be passionate about what I'm doing, but that's just not realistic. So when you're doing things that you don't like, you can still be passionate about the discipline that you put into doing things that you don't like in order to achieve your ultimate goal. So in closing, here again, I would just like to present you guys with a challenge, same as I did on my last speech. And the challenge is this: increase your passion. Increase it. If you're a passionate person already, that's great. Become more passionate. You can never have enough passion. And if you're a person who feels that you've lost your passion, then as soon as we leave this room, go back out into our lives, back out into the real world, the number one most important thing that you need to do is to find your passion. No matter the cost, find it. Because remember, everybody around you will benefit from it. And if you don't know where to start, if you can't be passionate about your current situation, then like I said, be passionate about the discipline that you put into your current situation. Be passionate about everything you do, and watch your lives change. Thank you.